Hi everyone, welcome to Master Control's Workshop channel. You probably found us because you want to learn more about woodworking. On our site you're going to find everything from do-it-yourself simple projects that you can create with basic hand tools and basic power tools to create really great gifts for your families and friends, or even enhance your home. We will suggest different tools, stains, materials, or help you create complex projects that will inspire you. In some cases, we'll use some advanced tools so that you learn more and you grow. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the content, and please subscribe to our channel, and then you'll be notified every time we publish something new. I've been woodworking since I was a kid, but there are some things that took me years to figure out on my own. Before the internet, if you wanted advice from other woodworkers, you needed to know another woodworker in real life. Besides my dad and my woodworking classes in high school, I never knew any. But those days are over now. We have the YouTube, we have Twitter, and we have Facebook to tell us what to do. We can spend hours in discussion with other woodworkers about why people are using the wrong kinds of screws or why the brands of tools we're using are junk. However, if you're new to this hobby and trying to sift through all the noise, maybe you just actually want to build stuff, I thought I'd share my 42 years of woodworking experience and observations to help you avoid some of those common rookie misconceptions and give you some realistic advice on what you can expect as a new woodworker. Keep in mind, I'm just showing you these elements through my eyes, personal experiences, and expressing my own opinions. I'm just an average guy that has been woodworking and just wants to share with you the knowledge I have acquired over the years. It's funny how many lay people think woodworking involves pounding a lot of nails. Actually, glue is where it's at. I buy it by the gallons. Once you've mastered how to build a relatively square box, you'll be able to make almost anything. I'm pretty sure that most woodworkers, a table saw is the most used tool and the core of their shop. In addition, a recurring expenses such as glue, screws, drill bits, sandpaper, and the biggest cost of all, the wood. If you're on a real shoestring budget, take the time to look for free lumber on Craigslist or Facebook. Pallet wood is usually free, and it is an option, but I don't recommend it for new woodworkers. It's a lot of work to break down and get usable boards. So I think the best option is to buy pine boards and plywood from a big box home center. You'll need to take the time to find quality boards, but they are relatively inexpensive. And I think pine is beautiful. It's a highly underrated species of wood. But as a ballpark figure, if you wanted to build a desk, you could build it for under $100 using pine boards and plywood. If you enjoy making small projects like jewelry boxes and other decorative things, lumber costs can be quite minimal. But generally speaking, get into woodworking because you want a challenge and you love building and want to create your own pieces, not to save money. If you need a dresser, IKEA will almost likely be cheaper than building yourself, but will it last? But if you build it out of real wood, it should last longer than. Now that you have decided to build something, make sure you plan before you cut. Either download quality plans or design your own. Blender and SketchUp are free design programs, and learning how to use them is pretty easy. I personally draw the old-fashioned way most of the time. And oh my God, I didn't use the internet to do it. But trust me on this one, I used to waste a lot of time and material winging it in my shop, making up the project as I went along, maybe making a few crude sketches with a pencil and a paper. That can be very frustrating. Drawing up a 3D plan allows me to consider proportions and discover design problems before I even turn on a single tool. Even for the simplest of projects, I save money on wasted lumber, and I save hours just fussing around in the shop by sketching up my plans first. Now, don't fear your power tools, but respect them. Building a big project isn't any more difficult than building a small one. It just takes more time. My method of woodworking is most affordable by building while still using modern power tools. But again, woodworking isn't free. Don't fall into the trap of buying tools you think woodworkers are supposed to have. Buy tools that you need and know that you're going to be using on a regular basis. Hey, there's no woodworking rule that says your tools have to be all the same brand. Every project I've ever made has problems and challenges. And I've never made anything perfect. Just remember, have fun. Hey, you could have spent the entire weekend playing video games or watching Netflix, but instead you created something from nothing that will likely last longer than if you bought it at a big box store. Finding creative solutions to problems is important. See, there's nothing that you can't fix. If you don't do a good job sanding, imperfections are going to show up when you apply the finish, and you're going to regret it. But walk everything through before you do it. Oh, by the way, there's rarely any benefit of sanding beyond 220. I personally use 80, 100, and 220. There are others I use depending on my need, especially if I want something with a lacquer and I need to go at a higher. But for the most part, these are my three main. Lastly, experience is going to improve your woodworking more than anything else. The more time you can spend in the shop making things, the more confident you'll become and the better equipped you'll be at handling problems. Plus, you'll be able to make more informed purchasing decisions on what you discover that you actually need. So that's it. I hope you like our channel. Check out my other videos for some cool, unique projects, and you probably won't see anywhere else. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and remember, always measure twice and cut once. Thanks for watching, everybody.